been different tonight?
Our defensive intensity, our willingness to help each other and get out and recover. I think it starts with our defense.
How satisfying has this been for you?
Only one game, we got to stay focused and keep building on good habits.
Thank you, Julius. Mike.
A 19-point game for Julius Randle. Most likely play a couple of minutes here early in the fourth, and that will be it. Shannon, boy, what a spark the rookie provided. 9 points in 7 minutes in that
spark someplace else, and Shannon Jr. did it for him.
Naz Reid drives. Ball knocker. Houston, head coach of the Great Britain national team, head coach in the G League where he won a title. As Mitchell kicks it back out. Jalen Williams tries, can't get it to fall. Ball knocked out of bounds. His Germany and Belgium. He has been everywhere. This has been his life. A very good Division II player from Franklin and Marshall. This is what you call filler information on a broadcast. As DiVincenzo, you don't usually do it with 10:45 remaining. Here in the fourth, Randle off one leg, banks it in.
Mike, feel free to take control of the ball.
Well, normally you've seen OKC already pulled their starters. How much longer is Minnesota going to keep it in?
Wiggins can't get it to go. Reid the rebound. We said this in the first step. Randle trying and knocks down the three. Let's just keep on coming here in game three. Nice little floater from Mitchell. By the way, keep your eye on A.J. Mitchell. He's going to be a really good player. He's another one of those finds by Sam Presti. And again, just a rookie. A second-round pick. We've got so many second-round and non-drafted guys who contribute. And tonight it's been all Minnesota. Randle falling away. Mitchell there rattles that one in. All right, so what's it like, Rich, in a playoff series and you just get hammered like this? Now you got to spend a couple of days in the city.
Well, and it's actually good for you. It's team bonding. You're together. When you get blown out at home and those things, you go back to your family. As you see Shannon Jr. knocked out. Moment for these, it is on the road.
And Doris, this is OKC, one of the most connected teams we've seen in a while. You know, they'll put it to good use next couple of days.
Yeah, and they've been in this circumstance, albeit we talked about in Memphis, they did come back. But listen, I think they've been a team that's gained resolve through the prior playoff series in Denver, right? You know, you face some adversity there. That get in their history.
Mitchell spinning, gets inside, takes a bump shot, a foul.
People at home don't understand. You can have the worst game of your life, and you have to show back up the next day and answer the call. But that's part of the fun. The doubters come out. Everybody starts criticizing you. How do you answer the call? These calls are the most fun.
Fight for the rebound. And picked up by Isaiah Joe. Kenrich Williams the drive, blocked by Reid. Alexander Walker looks to push. Shannon inside, shot's good in college. He has more points than any player on OKC in this game. Oilers tied at a game apiece as the series shifts to Edmonton. Shannon kicks it out. And both teams emptying the benches here with still 7.5 remaining. Dillingham, Minot, Miller, Clark, and Shannon out there. Ball batted away from Isaiah Joe, and here comes Shannon. And a foul on sending Karl Anthony Towns to New York. And here he is, second straight year, as Minot shot won't go.
They're always focused and locked in, because right now they're evaluating everybody on this court currently right now.
These young players getting a chance to play in the Western Conference Finals. Minot pass inside, deflected. Here comes Jones. Jones going coast to coast, can't get to the fall. Williams tips it. Dillingham picks it up. Dillingham, an impressive rookie as well. Long rebound.
DB, you remember how we mentioned getting blown out in that 1 and 2 in 2016? There was garbage minutes. And the only reason why in game 3 or 4 is because I came out and played those 5-6 minutes of garbage minutes like my life depended on it. So Kevin Love gets a concussion, and they're like, well, who are we going to start? It's like, well, Richard has played well. And I say all that to say, for all of these young players out here, play these last 6 minutes, have an impact. It might bump you up into the rotation. It might give you an opportunity. You never know.
We always say there's no wasted minutes on an NBA court.
Mitchell drives, can't get it. Shannon the rebound. Leonard Miller again drives inside. Layup is good. Leonard Miller, the second-round pick in his second year in the NBA. From Toronto, another Canadian. Henrich Williams and banks that home. For OKC, their road record in the playoffs will now be 3-3. They lost 2 games in Denver. Obviously had the sweep in the opening round. Clark, good strong move, scores the bucket.
LeBron, you saw him guard Steph for portions, Jimmy Butler. They've handled high-level players, but not the total team that OKC is.
Well, tonight will end that streak. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had scored 30 or more. Wade just recently back in January. He did it for the Sonics, of course, their title team in 1979. Dillingham misfires, but the Thunder came into this game maybe a chance to set the all-time record for largest margin of victory in the playoffs. As Mitchell, another nice move in there. The all-time record for margin of victory in the playoffs is 14.5. The 1971 Milwaukee Bucks.
You saw the boost from Minnesota, and you saw the team answer the call after this performance.
Nice pass inside. Garza banks it home. Oh, the crowd loves that. Luka Garza, the 4th-year player out of Iowa. Now his 3rd year in Minnesota, doesn't get a lot of time. The amazing thing here, hardly anybody's left. This is a 40-point game in the 3rd quarter. But you can see just from watching, I know it's blowout material, but Mitchell, he's a really good player.
Every time I've had them and he's gotten minutes, he is in attack mode. He's smart. He grinds on the defensive end.
Miller called for
40. But if we take care of these, we could still lose because of this night. But it doesn't look like this, you know?
Already to interview him a couple of days ago in OKC, I said, I've been around a lot of superstars. He is one of the most impressive human beings that I've ever been around. And even to hear him break it down, the other two we can't. We got to control what's controllable.
Garza knocks down the three-pointer. The bench having some great time out there on the floor. Mitchell again goes inside.
I think maybe the most important thing Minnesota recognized, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker talked about this. He said because they play so very, very hard on both ends for as long as they do, our talent can't get us where we need to be in this series. And this
banks in, excuse me, Doris.
This is the first night since getting into ball handlers, rotating quickly.
How about Miller knocking it down? Tell you what, these reserves are shooting the heck out of the ball. Minnesota is 20 of 40 from three-point range. The chancer for Joe for Joe Ingles. Of course, is such a popular player here and has not played yet in the playoffs. He wants to coach after he's finishing up. Joe Ingles, 37 years old, the Australian. Had some terrific years in the NBA, a tough, durable player.
Look, I was just going to say, as a former 37-year-old, you don't want to sit on ice for 2.5 hours and go out there with those young boys moving that fast. That sounds like a nightmare. I was a former 37-year-old player. That's the difference.
So approach on a minute remaining. Boy, it's so impressive what they did, especially not that they were deflated, but how they were dominated at times. They had some okay stretches in games 1 and 2, but when it came down to it, Oklahoma City just looked like they were so much better. And for them to come out, I've had some players, as Garza having the time of his life out there. Richard, I've had some players say that by 30, then lose at the buzzer by 1.
Depends on the team, depends on the player. If you want that opportunity, then you take that opportunity. You want a close game, you can learn a lot about yourself in close games. You can clean up certain things. But when things get out of reach like this and you're sitting on the sideline, you take it, you take the L, and you just keep pushing.
Well, game 4 is going to be Monday night. We'll have it on ESPN. Now, what a difference a game makes. And now those who have stayed, a standing ovation. This was some display of great team basketball. Swarming defense, convincing dominant win.